I'm Nina Sidell. Hello, good afternoon. We're here today talking about family relationships, specifically parenting, and within that, how to reduce the power struggle. So let me ask you, is your family of origin, was it, or your current nuclear family, like the Brady Bunch? Modern family, possibly? Or would it be more considered to be like the Titan Games or Survivor? Which one is everyone relating to? Survivor? Okay. This is your parenting styles and goals. Often when we become parents, we're not taught what's our style? What was the style that our parents raised us? What are our goals? And the goals can include what we want for our children. We want them to grow up happy and healthy and successful and feeling good about themselves. And sometimes we forget about a goal that we get along, that we have a really strong and empowered and positive lifetime relationship. To me, that's a very important goal. That's where the parent knows that they're a guide, they're a role model to their child. They're not the taskmaster. They're in a position to teach, lead, guide, role model with love and boundaries, so that the child is always feeling that they have a voice. And the way I term it is parents in charge, children have a voice. So it's very common for people to replicate the way they were parented. Most of the time, people replicate or they run, can I say hell? Like hell, in the exact opposite direction from the way they were parented. Just curious, how many people here feel like they're parenting or have been a parent the way they were parented? Okay, how many people here feel that they have parented or are parenting in the exact opposite way than the way they were parented? Okay, I'd say the second one had more hands up. So that says a lot, that speaks a lot to evolution. And keep in mind that every generation's job is to be better than the one that came before it. Clear limits are boundaries that need to be set up from pretty young. As children get bigger, the limits change. Because why? Because as children develop and evolve, they need some freedom and self-expression, not just boundary. And those limits are also specific to the family team. Sometimes I hear parents insult their children with a label, thinking that they're telling the truth. And to me, that's very disrespectful. And more importantly, that's really not understanding who your child is in a positive way. So it's all about reframing. And that's also very empowering for the child, by the way, to know that you want them to grow up and be free and strong and have roots into their family of origin, but also know they can reach out into the world and be themselves and be proud of who they are. Respect your child's point of view and their desire for power. If a child is stripped of their need and want to be seen, heard, and understood, they will feel powerless and they will act out. And if you get triggered as a parent, it's very important to get support, whether it's psychotherapy, parenting coaching, because that's your responsibility. And then there's the idea of the family team and belonging, which is a very important human need, the sense of belonging. The way I see it with parent in charge and children have a voice is that the parent is the head of that team and the children are members of that team. And every single person matters on that team. A power struggle is the opposite of a shared negotiation. It's not cooperating, it's uncooperative. Both people are budged, their heels are dug into the floor, keeping their position. instead of honoring each person's point of view and maybe coming to a creative solution between you. I don't blame kids for power struggles, and I don't blame adults. It's between them. And the adult is the responsible one to stop it. So how do you avoid or stop a power struggle? The first step is always self-awareness. I'm a psychotherapist, and my belief is that self-awareness is at the core of so much of life, and so much of how we succeed or we struggle. What matters is that this is an environment for love, an environment that everyone has the chance to learn and grow at every turn. Family is a learning space. It really gives us the chance to evolve as human beings. As we evolve as adults, our children watch us and they see that's a value. I want to grow and be my best as I get bigger and stronger and older. And it's about learning as you go for everyone. And when a parent also remembers that their child is also learning as they go, they're more relaxed. Their approach is more relaxed. Oh, okay, so you messed up. It's okay. What'd you learn from it? I'm learning from you right now. Because you're my child, I'm learning from you. Because I'm your parent, you're learning from me. There are relationships in life that are seasonal. There are relationships that are, seems like a minute. This relationship, the design of a parent-child relationship is through time, over the course of time. So everything really is important. When you're in the moment with your child, I recommend that you think about the dynamic and how this could impact the future of the relationship, as well as your child in their future. Parenting truly is a wonderful task with great responsibility, and I wish everyone the best who is currently parenting and or grandparenting to remember that you're growing along with these young people as well. So thank you. Autonomy is where a child is their own person, that they're raised to know that they have the right to be their own person, to make their own decisions, to stand in their own strength, that it isn't just about always being the child of someone, or the sibling of someone, or the friend, or the student. It's that they're their own unique individual person as a rule, and that they can function what's called autonomously as a result of that. And thank you. Great to be here.